hey, I'll be a moment. Just spilt some coke on my chair. Oh. And myself. Right, now I need to change clothes. I'm gonna have to do... God damn, I'm gonna have to do laundry now. Yeah. I think I got the chair quick enough. That won't be a problem. I definitely... Paradise Planet. I have no clue if the mic can pick up from here. What can I see? My jumper. That's my hoodie. There. Where are all my comfy? I am back. Second. Be on my N7 shirt. And hoodie. Fucking cold. Where the fuck did the lid of this go? Okay, that was it. That was a shit way to start. Okay. Literally, I went to put my headset on, knocked the thing over, and had the lid off. Fell right into my lap. Then went on the floor, but thankfully, around a bit of deal. Classic. I have avoided spilling drinks by. I was about to say, I have avoided spilling my drinks. The issue is I forget to fill up my water bottle before stream. My water bottle is empty. Oh, the vodka in the keyboard. Hey, I didn't do that on stream, though. I did that in a Discord call. There's a difference. I'll be right back. I gotta fill up my water bottle. And back. We're a full water bottle. So yeah, I am not doing great. I say that so cheerfully. Thank you for the hydrate. It's been a day. I just finished off paying for my grandfather's e-bike. That was good. I'm preparing to pay for a new graphics card, but I don't like spending huge amounts of money at once. But I kinda have to, even if I break it down. Still going to be a huge amount. I don't like that. But it will mean the games will... I can play some of these games even better. Better FPS, better encoder, better everything. Computer will be better. Then have a choice with computers of watching. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. So I'm gonna pay it. I already have like thanks to the money that I've gotten from sponsorships, stream subs, so on and so forth, I've got it half paid. And then I'm paying the other half out my pocket, but I've got a plan to, because PayPal's got the pay for in 4 thing, like, I do that. At the very least, the first 2 payments are pretty much paid, thanks to, again, you guys paying for subscriptions and the, few sponsorships you've had. So, yeah, that's good. Still paying out half, and that whole, like, I don't like spending a lot of money, because I don't like that feeling of sort of dipping into money, even if I have it. Then there's that, and yeah, we're planning on getting my mother's birthday's coming up. Mama Frost is having her birthday soon. And I literally just talked to my grandparents, and we're thinking about getting her an air fryer. That's fun. So there's that too, which is part of why I have to manage things like this. But, so again, I just have money anxieties, even though it's not a lot. Yes. We want to get her something big enough for her, but we also don't want to break the bank. And Papa Frost and I are hanging out tomorrow, so that'll be fun. The important thing to note is, though, the graphics card will happen. I fucked up today ordering it, so I had to cancel that order. Thankfully, no money was exchanged, but I have to cancel that order so I can put in a new order. That means that I'm not going for express shipping. I'm not in that much of a hurry. Also, because standard shipping is free right now. I'm ordering from M-Wave. I usually order from PCK Skier, but they're sold out. Also, they're based in Queensland? So it's a little further out, so it always will take time to come from. I'm gonna order from M-Wave. M-Wave! Not at all related to Emery. I'm gonna order from M-Wave. That will come in. And hopefully if I order it then, the card will be here sometime next week. Maybe the week after. But hopefully the card will be, if all goes to plan and I can put the order in tomorrow, you can see it maybe as late as next Friday, maybe the Monday, not next Monday, but the Monday after that. It all depends on how shipping goes and everything, really. Because again, if standard shipping is free and it takes up to 6 business days, I love to pocket the difference than paying almost $20 to get it, 2 days earlier. Get it in 2 days, because I'm not in that much of a rush. This old girl still works. But it means I can play more things, better, faster, stronger, harder. And it will come over. I'm getting the 4060 Ti, which means that it will manage a lot of the stuff that is currently being bottlenecked through my current stuff. That's not right. I always get the wrong one first. I should just delete that one. I don't stream without my HUD. There we go. So, yeah, no. So that's the overall update. I also didn't stream Monday. I always stream at some point. I didn't stream Monday. I literally thought I was going to die of a headache. I literally thought I was going to die of a headache. So, yeah. Fun. But I'm okay now. It didn't spill. Yeah, it was all in my upper back. I have to fix my posture. So, last stream, we just moved into, Skyhold. We had saved everyone. We had met Corificophis and his evil band of Wham. Yeah, that sounds right. So we're just fresh in here. The whole area is in its original state of when you first get here, because I haven't left this map. Unfortunately, Hawk has already departed in the time it took for me to save load, which is good that we talked to him about everything before he left. We had a sassy Hawk who romanced Fenris. And yeah. How did I get stuck here? Yeah, so saw that. And now I guess we talk to everyone because I'll have unique dialogues. Because this is, again, the first time we're here. No one is in their usual places yet. Because those places don't exist yet. And on top of it, for some of them, I haven't done their side quests that you can do while Haven exists. So there is that. Of course, if you go around, you can find... Huh? I swear, there was someone here. The innkeeper from Haven was there. Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Yeah, there's a lot.
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
Ew. What are you doing?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's
Scout
Scout
Harding.
Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by... that thing out there.
Fair enough.
I should go.
Scout Harding. We got... Most of everyone is in the courtyard right now. Literally, it's the only place that isn't ruined. And we can't really go in anywhere until I go somewhere else first. And probably the war room. The new and improved war room. Yeah, let's just grab... Let's talk to a few people. Oh, I forgot about this.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Is the game audio all good? Genevieve.
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed
Oh.
someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished.
I went with Morgan.
Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Varric's not at fault here. You can't... I'm a big believer of the fact of... It's very easy to go like, in hindsight, they could have done this, but it's like, honestly, Hawk could have just died with everyone else if he was.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unfair.
That's unworthy of you.
I gotta be harsh on
not
her.
think of what could have been. We have so much at stake.
Yeah.
Go, Varric. Just go.
Head off, bud.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too.
Yeah.
You people have done enough to him.
I'm very inclined to agree.
Believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Again, harsh on her. I get where she's coming from. It's grief. So much has happened. So sad. But it's grief. Much like how Liliana's been doing a lot of really harsh moves. It's like, it's grief too.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
We're all fools.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Maybe.
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
You know what? It's a bit, again, it's harsh lessons, and maybe a harsh take, but it's very Cassandra. Very much how she is. And it's why I don't believe in sort of babying her sometimes. Yeah, she'll not like it, but she gets the idea that, yeah, it's not I didn't do a good thing.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Sure.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Investigate. Tell me about
I
yourself.
have
Wait,
some more questions.
I have
Why am I
asked.
not surprised?
No, I've asked
I'll
about
let
this.
you get back to work.
I want it. Cassandra, advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
Optics. You got advice about anyone else?
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
You think she's here to rob us?
Possibly not, but I would hardly put it past her.
Good
That's enough
advice.
for now.
Another time, then.
Actually, pretty good advice. Bull.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
It was bad. Weird, right? It was incredible to Vinter magic. I'll protect you. I'm still not sure if we'll ride the bull, but let's
If
keep the
you're worried
option
about
open.
magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent.
God fucking damn it, bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show
Think
you.
about it. Yeah, I didn't talk to anyone between Hushed Whispers and Hushed Whispers to In Your Heart Shall Burn. Is something to show me?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
Why am I dressed like a merc?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Say little.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Fair.
Well,
Fair.
Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
Yep.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
Why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They might think less of you.
Those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
Those two soldiers might think you're an asshole. You don't want that, Bull. You're not an asshole. Well, sometimes you're an asshole. But I think we're all assholes. That's kind of the beauty of Dragon Age. You can be an asshole and a good guy all at the same time. Gratitude surprised me.
Some of the soldiers felt like that. But to actually hear it.
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Depends on who you are. You're an asshole to someone. Sure, the good guys of the Red Templars felt that I was an asshole because I didn't come help them and left them to the Red Templars. But in, like, the reverse, the mages love me.
Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
You know what? I usually don't spend much time in the, in my playthroughs, I don't spend much time walking around this place right after you move in. I didn't realize how much ambient dialogue there was. Friend.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold.
The music suddenly kicks in.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
They're in ruins. Well, some of them are.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
And we'll be ready for him.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn.
And dying to an archdemon.
In spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you.
And then he just walks off.
Tell me
No, wait.
honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
I'm Andraste's ass. Just so I could be the target. Every time someone goes, Andraste's knickers, Andraste's ass. Like, it's me. Hi. I legitimately don't know.
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you
Kinda
see
not.
what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter.
Very true.
Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
He's not wrong, though. And it's the same thing Bull was pointing out. That a lot of the troops see us as... see what they need to see to inspire them. A cigarette.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
I mean, you were just some merchant who was stuck in Haven. I really didn't expect much. A surgeon.
Here. Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
How many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold.
I mean, I'm not
As for the rest,
surprised.
they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Are you new?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
And we don't have mages?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future.
Very
Good
true.
health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
Two things I need to do better, and lastly, I don't know if I have too much or too little of.
As you were.
Your worship.
He's not wrong, though. Bunch of mages having a lecture. I'll go that way. Look for Cullen. Actually, Cullen, what's the state of things?
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now.
Update on the armory. Scratch, scratch, scratch. The fuck are you still doing here?
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
You ever stop working, mate?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week.
That's actually
We
pretty
will
good.
not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everybody's like, ugh, Templar. The other house is, he's kind of cute, right? That's a very good leader.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
Yay. Starting over.
If we need to start over, Skyhold seems as good a place as any.
Once repairs are complete, it will be a strong base of operations. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
I kind of wish Skyhold itself played more of a role. I'll leave Cole for a little bit, because I'm just going to keep talking to everyone else, and then trigger Cole. I kind of wish Skyhold was a bit more like there was going to... Like, I wish there was kind of like a siege of Skyhold that you could have played through. And, you know, everything
Thank
you
you
did
for saving
led
my
up to
life.
something.
And giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Hellismer can talk to you.
Okay. Alright, Sarah, let's talk.
Well, about time
Sarah
you
slightly
came around to talk,
disapproves.
innit? Sign me up, then, not so much as a welcome.
Oh,
Little
right.
busy, I hope, making sure this new place can keep out a pissing archdemon. And the thing controlling it, that we're hunting. Droste, what did I step in?
I didn't realize I hadn't talked to Sarah since recruiting her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's funny to me. I didn't even think about it. No, wasp. She asks all. Oh wait,
Maybe
shit, I
nobody
hit
saw this
free.
coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children people never had go missing.
It's kind of describing witch trials. Dance through town in a goat's head, and children people never had go missing. That's a D&D sentence if I ever heard it. Griffius seems real enough.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, isn't it? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
You believe it or not?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing?
In
It
it.
can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Coryphalis believe in those. Good
Coryphalis.
enough? Please be good enough.
In defense of Sarah, she, again, it's... Some of this is like, I don't like the fact that you have so little belief. But the other part, it's like, kind of a real... You are kind of like one of the people on the ground who's like, huh. This is fucking weird. I do need doubters.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Weren't it?
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
That must make sense.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring them on.
Innit?
But first, food. I'm starving.
Again, it's like, I may not be Sarah's biggest fan, but I do understand where she comes from. It's, again, a very realistic approach of, like, she's kind of nuts to begin with, but it's also like, yeah, no. But all of this is kind of really terrifying.
What a fascinating life you lead, my dear. First you fall out of the Fade, then you're attacked by an archdemon. If you wanted more public attention, you could have just held a ball.
I'll try that.
I'll talk to Josephine. Maybe we can get matching gowns before the next attack.
I've got a tailor in Val-Royaux who can work miracles.
Approval.
But not those sort of miracles. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat.
Never.
But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Worked in our favor.
You're wrong. We now have a better location, and far more people at our disposal. This couldn't have worked out better if I'd planned it.
Yet we can hardly rely upon the whims of Providence to give us all our victories. This defeat may have turned to our advantage, but it will not last long. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Again, I mildly disagree. I think we need to look at the fact that things are working out a little better. Yes, we shouldn't sit on our laurels. We can't just go, everything sucks all the time. Eric, Solus, Dorian, Liliana, Josephine. And special shipments down in the under area. So let's go see Cole before we go inside. Let's see how Cole's weird ass is doing. Is this the first time we've been able to talk to him?
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He is not.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I actually really like the information we were able to glean from this game, that the reality is demons and spirits are actually just a very interchangeable term from the perspective of the residents of the Fade. How complex?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
What is he doing over there?
This world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
I'm sorry, it's sometimes funny when you get, when you have scenes with, like, a Kunari, because it's like, their head just gets cut off in the scene.
In my
it's made
studies,
for all the
demons
races.
either possessed something from this world, or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
With the demons at the breach.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
Yes. If I actually remember, because Cole makes an appearance in... I'm gonna forget the name. I haven't thought about this in ages. There is... I've talked about it before. There is a book... No, it's not Redemption. Dragon Age something, and it takes place during... I think just before the conclave. So after the rebellion goes on. I'm trying to remember. He appears... Asunder, that's it. He appears in Dragon Age Asunder. Which takes place before this game, and before the conclave that kicks off this. So yeah, he predates... If you read Asunder, I actually haven't sat down and actually read it. He is in it.
Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Over there. I mean, the fact that we can even consider him says a lot.
Haven.
What is...
So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
That's disconcerting.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone.
Why do you keep reading Dead Soldiers?
Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here. Thank you. It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're a friendly spirit?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends.
Yeah.
I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Yeah, help us out. So actually, yeah, no, I actually looked it up real quick because like, was Cole's existence actually in Asunder? And it's like, originally, yeah, he was just considered the ghost of the Spire.
If you're willing, the
Or it was
Inquisition
revealed.
could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting.
Here we go.
Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You know what cutscene's gonna be real when they take, a moment's gonna be real when someone takes out the patent BioWare murder dagger. And that's not a joke. Literally, for some reason, every character has there is a model for a dagger that is always taken out when someone has to murder someone without, like, generically. Like, without using any specific themselves. That dagger will appear anytime anyone needs to kill someone and they can't use their actual weapon. Usually the player character. Give him a chance. It's always a
You
chance.
say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't.
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
That's fine. I love that, the try. Because it proves that he does take it on board, too. It's not like, oh, I didn't even consider it. It's like, he's learning, and he's like, I'm going to see if my influence can help. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in a few moments. I know it's not the hour mark yet, but I need to sort something. I will be back momentarily. Wrong one. Again. I'll be right back. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go. And the back. Sorry about that. I had to take a moment. Just it's the first time today me and Laz have caught each other. So I was just passing on all the news that I had gotten.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
You knew Roderick?
I wasn't
No.
aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy.
Aww.
He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
I kind of like the fact that, like, old Pepe on ice, and it kind of reinforces the fact that Cole not only just sort of reads your immediate emotions, but he gets glimpses into people's past, because you do think, when stuff like this happens, you do think, like, contextually. Maybe you didn't kill him.
You didn't try to end his suffering, did you?
No. He was dying already, and he welcomed it. The pain wasn't too much. He saw it at the end. Loving light, open arms. Andraste taking him home. He was happy. And sorry.
Sorry for what,
Did he
in
tell
particular?
you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Sounds like he had a bit of a crisis of faith in those last moments.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Let's see. Let's talk about your past. You
I'd
remember
like to
much?
talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
And pretty much that is a very, very concise sort of summary of Dragon Age Asunder. Other plot points that sort of cover it. Reese is actually Wynn's son. The one I believe she talked about in Dragon Age Origins, the son she had with a Templar. Big scandal that was swept under the rug. Eventually ended up being his girlfriend, so the apple didn't fall far from the tree. And yeah, basically, indirectly and then directly, Cole's kind of at the heart of the actual rebellion. So, Anders started the rebellion. Like, the initial rebellion from Kirkwall that brought everything up. Cole ended up triggering Seeker Lambert go into, like, we're destroying every circle. We're not just trying to round up rebel mages. They're all rebels. Fuck them all. We're at the rebellion.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Apples.
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Honestly, the Extended Universe does a really great job, and I think it's not like 100% in Inquisition. Like, there's definitely way more they could have done for it. But I think it was very clear that the mages were very much not on, and you do get some of it, like Vivian, who believes that the circles were overwhelmingly good compared to, you know, the actual other mages who literally voted to rebel. Reese was your friend?
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
I could find him.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
Pretty sure that that dialogue actually triggers the ability to actually look for him. Killed mages?
What did you mean when you say you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't
know. No stab. No stab.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
A little stab as a treat? No little stab. You heard Cole. If he does it, you gotta put him down. I don't want to do it, but I understand why.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
Is it weird that Cole, as a spirit, the weird perspective into, like, what repressed traumas too? Like, this clear shit that he's going through that because he's not human, he can't process, and that rings so fucking true.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
And a reminder, Seeker Lambert's death, the fact that Cole kills him, actually is what makes a lot of the plot going forward and the actual, like, full-on Mage Rebellion happen. Like, the reason why it continues on and it fuels and the Templars have such a high stake beyond just controlling the mages again is because Cole did shit.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go
It's
to
a
the Seeker
shame.
Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
I fucking love Cole. Because the very fact, too, is Cole is an interesting character because of his sort of innate naivete.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
And self-reflection. There it is. Look at recent Evangeline. Because of his weird state of existence and his and his ability to self-reflect without really a full ego, he makes statements that are very sad, but make a lot of sense. Like the fact that he goes, I saw myself as a demon. I'm too close to that. So I followed Templars because I knew if something went wrong, they would kill me. They've been destroyed by Darkest Menace. Okay, cool. Jump. Oh, you ever jump on a pit stairs and then slide off and kill 5 people? That's me. Hi, I'm Herah Adaar, and I don't accidentally murder too many people. Hey, Varric. Calm down.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I believe you, mate.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet
You're
otherwise.
worried about him, frankly.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Varric is also interesting because I'm like, you think about it, he starts as the slimy. Again, they literally said Varric's character was written as just some slimy used car salesman type. You literally see him go from that to right.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that.
That is true.
He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry Tale.
And I'm inclined to believe him, but I think his own perspective's pretty muddied with the fact that he's both somehow in and yet circumventing the natural hive mind of the Darkspawn. Like, imagine that, if you could both be in and around the hive mind without becoming it. Or, I guess, already being it. I'm sorry, I just had a moment of thinking, wait. I was like, it's a little different for, because I was trying to figure out, I was like, wait, isn't that how they described being a Grey Warden? And then I went, no, because it's basically, he's in it, where being a Grey Warden is like, you're on the other side of a glass pane. You can see each other, there is an actual barrier there for a while. We also know that it goes pretty terribly, pretty quickly after a certain age. Beaten him before.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison? We know how. People tried to assassinate you.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
You know what I realize? My eyes naturally look at Varric, and then it looks at the chest hair, and I just keep going, holy shit, the the ability, the fact that it makes you gaze down is real. It's real. Find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
It's not your fault, mate.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Varric is also really interesting as a character. And then Solus.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Getting ready to paint.
Greetings.
Tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I have actually already asked you about this and forgot.
What can I do for you?
Corypheus.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you?
Well,
Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
I respect you.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
It's very he has very little time for you. Oof. 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 I got dreadwolfed. Solus. The true act of dreadwolfing someone. It's literally just like looking up at someone when you've got nothing to do and going, I have no time for you. Hey, I can do this properly. 1 second. I have no time for you. I'm back. I still have no time for you. Tell me about the
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect the blast that destroyed the conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I may have... That may have been overwhelming. I apologize. I'm sorry. It's playing this game in retrospect every time, and when you talk to Solus, and you're just like... You have no clue, huh? I mean, that last one is true. But still. The Oob. The Oob. The Oob is Elven?
You said that you believe
it's
the orb
Elven?
is Elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
That one actually is true.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness.
And he will not.
To his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
Can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
I repeat, you fucking asshole. Solus, secretly, you realize, talk to him in retrospect, he's an asshole.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Such a joke to anyone who's not an elf conversation hit. Not an elf Conversation is so different if you... That is true. Like, he welcomes you with open arms. And then, if you're a female Inquisitor, you're a female Elf Inquisitor, I mean, you could just use this to slide into his DMs. Like, hey, I'm an elf. You're an elf. Let's get elfy with it. Let's get elf. I'm sorry, I just made myself both laugh and cringe. Elfie. I mean, I did. I gotta do a female elf inquisitor run at some point. Already done the other two earlier.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
You know what's weird? You say, like, we'll talk later, and he says goodbye like it's the last time you're ever gonna talk to him. And that... It makes you realize Solus might just tell people that all the time. Like, he's always ready to say, peace, I'm out. Oh, Jesus. That actually scared the shit out of me. Level up. I do not remember how to get the character record by shortcut. Focus teamwork. Is that it? Alright. Dorian! Did I talk to you?
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Oh, I fucking... Oh... I don't know.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead.
True.
I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely.
Technically, he is a Magister.
In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
They say the Chantry. So, I actually know this lore, which is, in the Chantry in Tevinter, they have the Black Chantry, which is literally the pettiest shit. It's all in reverse. So, in their Chantry, in our Chantry, only women can hold the highest position. Where, on the flip side, only men can hold the high position. Kind of like Christianity, for the longest time, like, a majority, and heck, in some denominations still, men can only hold, like, the highest end of not titles, you know, like, religious rank. And then women can only hold a certain level. And very much the Tevinter Chantry is very more analogous to our traditional Catholicism church. Well, there was a Chantry, but just like reverse gender roles. So it's very interesting. But they also have a fundamental separation of their perspectives on Andraste.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not us.
They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
I took a sip when he said, shit the bed. I'm upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
I mean, it's a Winter. You're kind of stereotypically the bad guy of this universe, next to, technically, the Kunari. Not destroyed yet.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Yeah, pretty much. Nobody knows it,
We
though.
don't know what will happen. Nobody does.
An optimist! Such a rare breed. I've stumbled upon a unicorn. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Yeah, it me. You just hit a boss, you'll be back. Oh, wait, the boss. You mean the boss that was in the trailers for Honkai? I need to do a Honkai stream at some point. Later. Hey, Dorian, let's talk.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halam-Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
If a cow milks a farmer, I'll be very concerned. Disagree?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve.
He really is.
I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Then they'll rule us next.
So what? They all turn into blood mages, worship dragons, and then take over?
Not at first. But you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead.
Hopefully.
The Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches.
10 inches,
Not that
I'm
this
sorry.
is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
And I actually agree with Dorian here. It's like, the Winter is an example of one potential endpoint. But you can't just say, Tevinter will always be the endpoint. First up, the Summon Mages have had years of the Circle. Some of them actually like the Circle. And even the free ones, some of them do admit, the Circle isn't bad. It gave them a safe place for them and everyone else. Problem was that system was corrupt. That was it. At the end of the day, the system was corrupt and it was getting worse. And no one wants to fix no one wants to fix the squeaky wheel because the people who were abusing the system found ways to be stronger than the people who would have noticed the abuse. Tell me about yourself, Dorian.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
God, he's so sassy, I love it.
My being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
You say so?
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying. What was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Family is angry. Careful breeding. Well, it's... Yeah, because they do, Vinta does a lot of eugenics for mages.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children.
They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest.
Yeah.
My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other.
Yeah.
They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
You don't like Tevinter?
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
But why do you care?
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Family's angry with you?
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family.
Yeah.
We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
As he says, the Tevinters prefer to pretend nothing is wrong.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
That's why we killed them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
There's a great piece of dialogue. So, when you get to finally get a specialization class, if you choose Assassin, he talks about the fact that you kill a lot of people, actually. And he even says, so you're training as an assassin. We kill a lot of people. There's no problem causing a lot of, adding a bit of flair to it. And then the dialogue basically goes from there. You can say, I don't kill that many people. And he goes, I'm surprised you didn't kill someone on the way here from breakfast.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it.
I mean, it's
Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
The cows didn't have wings, but I digress. Fucking... God, I forgot how sassy Dorian is. I actually forgot what level of sarcastic everything he is. Yeah, because Tevinter hasn't been seen. We only know it from various other characters, and it's going to be the setting of the next game.
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended, the Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1,400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records.
Yeah.
Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
Again, even as early as Dragon Age Origin, there were already signs on how far the Blights had pushed things, but also how far Tevinter as an empire had stretched. Because the Kakari Wilds and the pardon me, sort of Great Highway that you see at near Lovering, are both constructions primarily done by Tevinter.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is, if he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
Well, him and the architect. Because it's already been implied that the architect is also another one of those magisters. The problem is, the architect also doesn't really fully remember. Because as far as he's concerned, he's just an abnormal darkspawn. Is blood magic common?
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all?
That's what any magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
What do you call it?
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially.
But behind closed doors,
it's a different story.
There it is.
Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
No Templar intervention?
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
And no one disagrees. Yep, because it's a complex oligarchy of technical corruption.
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a magister who makes noise, and then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
I mean, yeah. The Imperium has Chantry, the Black Chantry.
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
You have circles?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium?
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers.
They don't use lyrium?
Ha! As if there'd be any left for them. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce their magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
I can imagine it, God. Black Divine.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Yeah, every time. Disagreement.
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
Interpretation.
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes.
It's all spite.
Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done.
Yeah.
Excellent reasoning.
Bring up some good points, Dorian. Let's do some reforms. They found my body 12 days later. You don't talk about reforms.
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
Feel like I agree with him, but I am nuanced because someone does. There needs to be an organization that does take care of Chantry. Distance. Otherwise, you end up. And I'm saying this purely from a logistical standpoint, not from a safe standpoint. Because otherwise, you sort of just end up spiraling out into different variations of the same thing, which isn't bad, but like anything else, things get lost. You want to have at least some unite, but I do agree with him. Problem is, it's become a political force. That is reality. The Chantry is a political force in both areas. So, yeah.
I share your opinion, actually.
That's not surprising, considering what the Inquisition represents. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
Damn.
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You saw that in the future, without you, Corypheus prevails. You are our bulwark against evil.
I wonder what he says if, you went for the Templars, though. You didn't see that future. Christ.
You don't seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
God damn it, you're interesting, Dorian. He goes from being hilarious to really thought-provoking.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
Mages truly rule?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Magisterium?
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
Is it just an oligarchy?
House of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, You use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
What are you, technically?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I'm going to need, like, definition. Like, I hear Altus, and I just think, you're an altar boy? You're a bit old for that, aren't you?
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods.
Fade
If
walkers.
you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else.
Superati.
Love our fancy words.
Superati, because we think they could use some soap. What about the Archon?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Huh. But mages do rule, right?
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave.
That is true.
The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically. The potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday.
Yeah.
Or Zods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Context.
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing?
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all.
Sure.
If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I live a life doing essentially slave work. My child is a mage, so they don't have to do it. It's like, you go from being the bottom rung of a society, doing just really shit jobs, to having to fight tooth and nail for everything.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
What about slavery?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery.
Yeah,
it's the center of the
Fenris.
slave trade.
Fenris.
That is true.
Fenris.
And? Did you have slaves?
Fenris.
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south.
Fenris.
Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
Not like that here.
Well, we don't have slaves in the South.
In the South, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Indentured servitude. This is essentially talking about indentured servitude. It's kind of like, you know what? It's, yeah, no. Again, it's a thing that works well in theory, but there will be people who abuse the system. Treated poorly?
Is that what you call it? Treated poorly?
Abuse heaped upon those without power isn't limited to Tevinter, my friend. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Could Tevinter be an ally? Probably not.
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists.
Yeah.
Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
Is that smart?
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
Against the
I
Qunari,
think the
yeah.
Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what? 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone.
Ah.
They sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
People keep thinking we're part of the Elysian Chantry. It's like, we literally were disowned immediately.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Also, let's be fair, in my case, they would be frightened because I'm Qunari.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I realize it's now your job to judge him. All I ask is, if you do, show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
And we got a bunch of stuff about Tevinter.
Greetings, Inquisitor.
Oh,
that
shit.
is your title now, yes? I should thank you.
Gotta read a thing and
the
then
way
talk
things
there.
ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
I believe in your cause. Again, system was broken. Parts of it were good. And parts of it were good even when it was broken. The mages need to be able, not to call all the shots, but they need to have a proper say in what is good for them. Again, a lot of mages believe that the fact that the circle took them, A, away from home, and B, put them where they could be safe, and as well, not from just the outside world, but each other, is a good idea. Even having Templars there to stop them if something went really bad. Good ideas. Problem is, it went from protection to prison real quick.
You rebelled for a good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You're a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden?
Mine is an unusual circumstance.
The only person to leave the
Normally
Wardens.
one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
Yeah. Again, remember this. Remember this from Dragon Age Origin. First up, once you're blighted in one way or the other, it's a death sentence eventually. Because remember, Mahariel, my warden, the Dalish elf origin always gets blighted, and becoming a Grey Warden is technically speaking a stopgap. No matter what, you have the blight in your blood. The difference is, rather than actively killing you, you're just temporarily weaponizing it until it overtakes. So, the very fact that A, she doesn't have any of it, a process that has never occurred, that they couldn't understand, and the fact that it doesn't ever come back. You're looking at the one woman who technically could fight Darkspawn and never have the problem.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
Because as a warden, she was allowed to practice magics that are otherwise constitute becoming a Maleficar. It could have constituted her being a Maleficar. But it's the same thing. You can learn blood magic and all that in Dragon Age Origins, and it's like normally you're a Maleficar, but wardens have the right to use whatever magic they deem fit.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Again, because if it wasn't for the fact of what Cole did at the Spire and the events of the Spire, the rebellion still would have had a very, very explosive, wink, wink, start with Anders, but it would have continued to spiral as hard.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
Circles will return.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after
They'll be
all
different,
this?
hopefully.
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
How did Alexis actually... We know that he time traveled, but how did he actually convince you to take control?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
How's everything going
Trust
here,
everything
though?
is well with the mages?
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you
One
to
second,
it.
sorry.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
Yeah, he wanted to go home.
It's just that I knew his father, Marx, back when I was a warden.
I could introduce you.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Again, she's actually Alistair's mother, and under certain conditions, I think if you have Warden Alistair as a person, like, that's his fate. If he's here at Skyhold, she will fully admit as much, though she will also claim she will not talk to, Alistair about it.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
Our new
You'll
research
find my
assistant.
skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
Replace Neve?
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes.
Maeve.
She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
She's training.
I wasn't told.
And again, as she said before, like, I've moved on to being trained. And, like, know what? That's good. Considering everything, there is a lot of untrained mages out there. The Tranquil?
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Aww. Oh, that's even sadder than hell.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not optimal, given the facilities. Skyhold should be improved, or our efforts will continue to suffer.
Agreed.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Orions walked over and started looking at the book. That makes me worry. There's a big library. Alright. Bonus damage against demons.
Sister Leliana will want access to the birds. Get the cages up here. Quickly.
Liliana and her burbs. Hey. Oh wait, that's not Liliana. Oh. It was Liliana looking. No, she's just standing over here.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost.
Oh.
You must blame me for this.
I think Corypheus.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
We were caught off guard on every front.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time.
We could have lost more
people. I was
people.
afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or we could have lost both.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks.
We had to
They
topple
understand
it.
that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Again, it's one of it's the thing of like Liliana and Cassandra are following the same loops. But the difference is Cassandra goes, right, I have shit to do. I cannot be held back by this. I need to rage and move on. Liliana here is just like, I'm pretending like I'm not dwelling on it. I'm dwelling on it. Men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Yes. And that's the big point, too. Corypheus uses people because he doesn't see them as people.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition.
Agreed.
As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Welcome back, Em. I'm gonna take a quick second. It's been we've hit over the 2-hour mark. I didn't realize it. I need the whiz. I'm not even gonna go to the standby screen. I'm just gonna run and whiz back. I'm heading to the whiz palette. I've returned from the Wiz Palace. Drive by Wiz. No, that'd be messy. I watched you die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It's still noble.
It was still a sacrifice.
Big happy Jetty for the...
noble.
And I would do it again.
Hydrate. Must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
No, I am not ready for 32. Please do not do 32 hydrates. I would be running back and forth getting drinks, and we would have to have a second early water break. Does anything ever go right?
Things going wrong? I'm shocked.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon.
You
We
were!
won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Thank you again. From here on out, I'm not taking any more hydrates for Happy Jedi. You can refund their point. We'll do 3 for now. Thank you. Also, because it's empty now, so... I'm gonna have to do either a proper stop. Actually, I probably won't even go that long tonight now I think about it, because I got shit to do with Dad tomorrow. Papa Frost is gonna be here tomorrow. Because it's the on week. I forget! Also, the last time I edited it, I turned it to Saints Quartz, and that's it. Need to apologize.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move.
They would.
Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause. Others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, I think the only one left is Josephine. Okay. Second. 1 second. Hey there. Hey. Hey. Hey! Movement! Okay. Look at me. Movement. I can't do shit. You're gonna look into my eyes. Look into my eyes while I... a bunch of logistics then. I put work into them and they were based off an already very pretty eye. I believe it's called... Oh, I actually have to add that to the credit section later. Because these are called... I can't remember. Something good to do... Galaxy Eyes, that's it. They're called Galaxy Eyes. I modified them, obviously, which I'm... Why would you do this? Happy Jedi, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Oh wait, I've got to think for this. Who hurt you, and why didn't it stick? Aw. Sorry to hear that. How long did I I set these bands for? I really have to go in here and add lockouts. 5 minutes. Oh, you know what we do when we're locked out of movement? You read codex. Or look at the codex. Hey, it me! Hey, it me! Hero Frauden. The hero Frauden once belonged to a clan of Dalish elves. An encounter with a tainted magical mirror corrupted the hero and threatened his life. Only the Grey Wardens held a cure. Saved the hero's life, the clan gave him up to the Grey Warden commander Duncan and the Order. After defeating the Archdemon and ending the Fifth Blight, the hero of Frauden took up the mantle of Warden Commander. He began the task of rebuilding the Order of Frauden, serving with honor until his disappearance several years later. Current whereabouts are unknown. He went and saw Morrigan, and then went through a mirror with her. His story started with a mirror and ended with a mirror. Bookends, people. Bookends. Book in here too. Beefiosh. E. Blackwall. Roderick. Not seeing Hawk. Seeker, and I've got a message on my phone. Not a message, it's a Twitch alert. I need to start turning off some Twitch alerts. I got too many of them coming in that they... Especially because a lot of people I follow usually stream at like the middle of the night in our time zone. It's Alistair too. Has it been 5 minutes? Can I move on? What time is it? I think it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to shrink myself back into the corner. 30 seconds more? Oh, okay. Let's slightly shrink. Yeah, that's a good location for me. I feel better. I also thought I was way too off... I was way too off to the side. Hearing it. Wait, no, I haven't seen a character. Whoever I see... Is Hawk in here that I've just... No, not at all. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. I'll drive myself mad. Dude, the monkey, unky. I don't know what I'm... Why can I not just teleport there? Okay. Doesn't matter. Jump. Through. To Josephine. I've forgotten how to get around this place. Go. I also forgot I put Kunari decorations up.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters.
Yes?
Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Yes, let's keep up appearances.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires.
Yeah.
The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
You don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I'm honestly surprised more people don't have survivor's guilt, honestly. Because I would.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'm gonna keep this. Would you care to go for a stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Yep.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
I believed it was holy too. It might be the Maker's will.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago, we can no longer see his hand in them.
Yeah.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
Feels strange.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant.
Most things are unpleasant.
Good day to you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How's our guest?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia in the halls. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins.
Your lieges are fucking weird. I feel like the higher you are in a liege, there's like, I shouldn't say this like it that, but I mean, like, there seems to be like a cutoff. Like, there's a middle class of high class, there's a middle section of high class Elysians who are just fucking... They have all weird esoteric, desires, hobbies. Alright. Get the western approach, the shards. Oh. Yep, cool. Contact. Find the wardens. LA for Starkhaven. Why the Arcan? Oh, here we go. I need this one. And this one's great. I'll let Cullen take care of it. Oh, she's already here. That was instant. Conscription. We need his information. Enough, but gold secures things and more. Liliana, I think you'll get the most out of this.
Are you alright, Liliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
Reclaim.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Got the Hinterlands, the Black Emporium, the Storm Coast. Oh, right. That's DLC. And that's DLC. I don't want to do DLC yet. Now let's make contact with the glade. Not now. Venture forth. Back to the hinterland. And... take my boys. Also, because this is my first chance to have Cole in the team, and... fuck, I love Cole's dialogue. I love his relationship with Varric. Beautiful. There is beauty. Don't remind me not to stay up too late, though. Maybe another hour tops. Because I do need to be awake tomorrow. I'm the one who has to drive. Unless I'm dead. The dad will take me to whatever we need to do, and then let me go home. No dying. I mean dead tired. Don't worry, I resurrect. Not a good resurrection, though. Okay. In red. Right, I want to get Corporate Veil's company. So I can warp there. But yeah, no, I gotta remember to get some sleep. Also, because I gotta take a shower. Been on the bike today, I have not taken a shower yet. I need to make sure to take a shower before I go to bed. I will wake up tomorrow hating the universe too much to take a shower in the morning. Or I will sleep in. That has been an alternative problem. Good Templar! You know what I realized? This spell, Fade Step, is essentially Misty Step. I only say that because of, playing... Oh, that's not good. I only say that because of playing, Baldur's Gate. Using Misty Step there. Oh, I also realized I'm the only mage here, which means I should have...
Now all they want is to make everyone hurt like they...
Oh, Cole. It is interesting that Cole has dialogue for that. Theoretically, then also has dialogue for, Dorian has dialogue for the opposite. Facing Venatori with him after not doing in Hushed with him. To really just get my mount. I realize I haven't. You ever hit R to auto run and then realize that it's your attack? I've played way too much Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, I'll just hit R and auto run. That's not how it works here. Auto run. Sorry, Marx. Tricks are for Wabbit. Where are you all going? Wait, we're still hunting this thing? Like, what are they doing? It's like, oh, that ram I hit a while ago, they were still running after it. They're like, you wanted that, right, boss? Yeah, sure, right. I definitely didn't accidentally hit R. Nug. Like, how do I unlock onto these? I guess I technically did.
This must be one of the caches Recruit Whittle mentioned.
Actually, I need Drakestone. Well, it's a Drakestone. A. Back. Sales Company is really good because they give Cullen's timer down, and they're one of the ones where it's like they only do one. They only are ever enforcers, so it's not like you're trying to go, oh, they could be one or the other. It's like, nope, they are directly what they are.
More supplies. Whittle can use.
I think this is also the only one I have left of Corporate Vale's, oh shit. He said, oh shit. I ran out of words. But his whole, quest line.
Thank you again for rescuing Ritz.
Ritz is another great one, because you can just, as long as she survives, you can, and you've got, if you've got the right perk already, you can recruit her right in, literally because you're like, hun, you walked over to a mage, and you had a date and porked her in the middle of a rebellion. Like, man oh man. That Ritz has got some riz.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
Is this your husband's ring?
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
They were hurting and we helped. Their lives are better because of us.
Aww. I love that. The fact that it's like, he approved. You get a little approval because it's literally, you did a kind thing that you didn't have to do. Just to help the hurting stop. Cole.
Did you want it open?
Alright. Hey, Cole, normally I get Varric to do this. Why am I standing in fire? Get out of the fire, you idiot. Templars. When will they learn? When will they learn? Well, in this timeline, probably never.
Whittle can use these.
Okay, we gotta go right south. Like, there's no easy way. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going up to the farms. I'm going to finally get and use a mount. Some of these, I really should just do them, like, in my free time. then I was like, some of these have funny dialogues. Horse. Horse. More horse. No horse, that's my voice. That is horse. I love it because I changed the mount before, like in the in-between. It's the Warnug. The Ava Warnug. This crazy rare creature.
Fancy trying out one of my courses? You tried to ride the course before I call time. Wonderful. You make time.
Yeah. This one is literally, she just do the course. Shift to gallop. Ow. Go! Warnug! Most intense race. Nyum. And slow down, buddy.
Whoa.
Good, bud.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
I'm good.
I'll speak with you later.
And now we've got our Numbi. Okay, so we'll go back down to here and we'll ride our buddy all the way down to those remaining two caches. One of which I think we found, but we just didn't mark. Or we got close to and then I got distracted. Very likely.
Inquisitor.
Don't bother me, I'm waiting for my mount. Where is he? Oh, there he is. A big lady requires a big mount. Oh, Colin's ready. That was quick. I don't even remember what I put him on. Quick though. Yeah, that requires me to go uphill, so I'll come back for that. So there should be... Yeah, there it is. There's a cave over there. Jump. Alright, jump off. Oh, the Ash Warrior's Refuge. I guess right up the back. Yeah, we cleared this place out ages ago. I thought I just collected everything. There was a red lyrium vein here. Completely missed it. Yeah, I've broken the vein here. Alright, let's get out of here then. Yum. Alright. Let's go, bud. We gotta get up high. So we're going over that tower.
You heard about Haven? Darkspawn monster, archdemon, the whole town destroyed.
That convinced you to put your blade away?
Actually, Rue, I'm going to join the Inquisition.
Oh. I didn't even know those guys were there. ever. There's some cool shit in the world that I didn't even know about. Half the time, I'm not really paying full enough attention. I'm enjoying more of the main story beats, but here I am going, oh, hey. That's interesting. It's as interesting as making a warnug walk upstairs. And them not breaking. That's where the cult was, I remember. The one that I ended up converting into our side. Where are these supplies? Oh, I didn't have to go up the tower at all, actually. Oh, there they are.
More supplies. Whittle can use these.
Alright, let's report back to Whittle. So, Crossroads. Actually, how much gold do I have right now? And how much stuff do I have to sell? A lot of gold, no.
Welcome back.
Half of my stuff. Looking better here. People are getting their needs met.
And how much did you need?
I suppose you're right.
I guess because technically now it's Red Templars, but it's not a war.
Maker's breath. If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
Here you go.
I found some of the apostate supply stores. I can mark the locations for you.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we did that.
You're always glad when we help.
Welcome back.
All Cole ever wants to do is help. Makes him happy when we can.
Just what I heard.
Hey, Vale.
You've done amazing work, Inquisitor. Thanks to you, these refugees are safe, with warm clothes and food in their bellies. The Inquisition might be able to make use of them. If you had a mind to.
What are my options?
What are you suggesting?
We could ask the best and brightest to join the Inquisition. They would serve well. Just as easy to put them to work, or look at the whole thing as an act of charity.
Anybody who joined up now would be loyal for life.
These people have been through a lot. They could use a little charity.
They were hurt. Let their happiness be enough.
Thank you, Speedy Misha. Hi, I'm doing good. Good. How's my wed going? Oh, my Wednesday. Alright, I've been out. I've been out today. I've been out, so, yeah. I'm tempted. Skilled or reputation? Skilled.
Some of these people have skills that can help the Inquisition. See if any of them want to volunteer.
I agree with
I'm sure
Bull
we'll get some good recruits out of it. I'll go
that
now
they'll
and
be
set
loyal
things
for
up with
life.
Refugees, but thank you again. These people are alive because of you. None of us will forget that.
I mentioned at the beginning of stream in the preamble. Oh, there we go. In the preamble of just catching up, I've paid off my grandfather for his e-bike, so I'm looking forward to a much easier time if I have to go far. Just good to see my grandparents. I haven't seen them in 2 weeks, like, actually gone to see them.
I don't know.
So, really nice when I do. And they didn't expect to see me today, so it was really nice to surprise them. Oh, wait, I think we have enough Drakestone now. do the thing over at the Storm Coast. Jump over. Yeah. Seeing Papa Frost tomorrow, that's gonna be fun. Actually, it's gonna be a day, dependingly. New South Wales. I won't exactly say, but not Sydney, but one of the cities out from there. Go on the coast. The coast is beautiful. There it is, Mercy Crest. Think I have to wear this? US East Coast? Fair enough. Quite a ways away. Actually, isn't like... Ugh, my voice cracked. Oh, goodness. Isn't it... much different time of day for you? Over here, it's 10:30 at night. Okay, we're gonna go there. I'm gonna call the Warnug. 8:21 in the morning. That's 21. So that's about 10 hours or what? 10 hours difference. I think you're 10 hours behind us, or we're 10 hours ahead. 14. I had it the wrong way. Oh, Warnog, pretend you're a horse in Skyrim. Oh, well, welcome. Don't know how you found me, but welcome, and I hope that you enjoy being here. Yeah, they are faster than walking, though. Fairly. Well, they've got this ability. The problem is, there's a lot of vertical domain. Giddy up. Up in the middle of nowhere if you hit something. True, they do not go over every wall. Sweet. I think we're almost there. Yep, there it is. Alright, buddy, you stay here. Don't get stabbed. It's an out of our wall mount. Actually, if something stabbed it, I'd be worried that they're dead.
A canary.
Well,
we'll see.
Let's talk to their commander. Currently Inquisition, we just finished Hartswell Bird, so we just moved from Haven to Skyhold. And literally, that is it.
So you would challenge the blades of Husarian?
We did Hushed
Or did you
Whisper,
expect me to
not
stand
Checkers and
down
Dust.
because you're an Oxman?
I represent the Inquisition.
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
Yes. The ending's a long way off for us because I've played the entire series. This is me playing the game to gush about it, really. No, Kunari Mage. I usually play a Dalish Rogue, so this is very different from my usual. Well, you gotta do the side stuff. That's where all the cool extra shit is. Oh. You're also Kunari Mage. They build Pyromancer. I haven't leveled up Cole at all. Remind me, I got. I'm an elementalist. Yeah, I double down on pyromancy.
You in the back on the way out.
It's get P. What do I level up? What do I level up? Wait, that's me. Yeah, well, you gotta have ice dash is our only mobility move I've been able to get, and also because, yeah, I had so heavily invested. Here we go.
Your worship, the blades of Hassarion are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
Blades of Hassarion?
I've not heard of the Blades of Hassarion.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
Do you work for me?
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
It's that simple.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that.
Fair enough.
I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Anything to report?
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
Hey there.
I should go.
You know where to find us. You all right?
I was just a girl. I remember them, you know.
I know. We'll be safe here.
Owen just got a lot of advantages now. Well, Cullen and Josephine, because I'm pretty sure I took,
See? I told you.
Fire Dragon in the desert. Oh, I gotta fight a dragon. I gotta fight a dragon or Bull will never forgive me. Can you level up again? No, they just all have an extra ability point. I want to go after Stormcoat. No, I know where I want to go. I know where it is. If I can remember which camp it is, actually. I think it's Dusklight. You here? We're gonna take Iron Bull to go kill a dragon. Gonna get horny. Well, hornier than he usually is. Or it was a bad joke. It was a bad joke. Ride Iron Bull.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, dragon. Yes, also good. Get him all hot and bothered. Let's go.
Woo. Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. Immediately excited. Immediately. You gotta find the things with the skulls. Where is it? I don't want the small fry, I want the big fry. Is he wielding a sword or something else in excitement? Iron Bull wielding the Iron Dick. The Iron Dick. I mean, I'm punching well over my thing. The only difference is I have materials. Where is it? Do you remember? I remember the trailers of this game. Is it control? Keep just finding small fry. Come on, come on, come on.
Someone had a run of bad luck.
Okay. Red Templars out here?
Someone had a run of bad luck.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Bull. Okay. Hull. Ocean. I need to upgrade the equipment more. Why did Varric slightly approve? Varric, what were you approving? Okay, this big dragon's gone somewhere. And I'm worried because I don't know where. Oh, I hear it. Varric works in mysterious ways. Ah, idiot. Yep. Yeah, I deserve that. I don't see it. You just decided to leave me alone. Oh, wait. Oh, there's an area behind this. I think the arena was behind this. I thought this was the arena. No, the arena's behind it. Yeah, there it is. The real fight begins now. Ferelden Frostback.
Oh, would you look at that? That is magnificent.
There he goes. Come on. I'm real bad at being a pyromancer now. Yeah, nope. I've made mistakes. All I can do is normal attack. It's on fire. This thing is fire too. Ah, shit. Where's the kid? Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. Where did they come from? Well, last potion. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Go run. Disengage, disengage. Cole is the sole survivor. And here come the rest of us. Okay. Here's what I've learned. I didn't upgrade Cole's equipment at all. Secondly,
True enough. It's good to...
my equipment, my abilities are worthless. So I'm gonna use all the modded stuff, the special store, after I initially sell some stuff. There's some moolah. Get rid of some of this basic equipment. And not gonna use it. Okay, so. I need Ice Dragon Bones. I buy a bunch of them. And then we're heading back. Skyhold. While that happens, I'm gonna take another whiz. I'm back. Because earlier would have been, oh, right, the place is fixed up more. Earlier would have been, from biking. And the fact that your body goes into a retention zone. This is just me going, this is me after drinking so much water today. Tonight. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I have a throne.
Emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... Oh, I can't recall who took them.
Hey,
Honored
Gatsy.
Inquisitor. Gatsy Sturhalt. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Zamar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf.
Oh,
right?
Because of Bronca. Cuckoo.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
What are these
Any
tiles?
ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Tevinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Huh.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
I can't wait for Dreadwolf to come out so we can actually see what Tevinter looks like. You know what? While we're here... Oh, actually, there is one other thing I want to do before we sit in judgment. I want to go out to my quarters, because a thing they added, technically in a patch, beautiful little thing, is in your own room, you can change what your outfit for walking around is in this area.
They've certainly spared no expense.
God, it looks good. Look at my room. The bed's dwarvish, but it's very small, actually. There we go. Casual wear, formal wear, outwear, and armor. Just wear a straight up armor. You like the rooms? This is what I usually wear on my daily shelf. What else is there? These are all variations on the usual, really pajama-esque wear. A little too... maybe a little too formal for her. Venture capital? Yeah, there we go. A bit of functionality, but still looking good. This door will go up. Okay. Ooh. Nice mural here. I do like it that for the base will look under like it's under work for some time, and then it finally starts cleaning up closer you get to the end game. Like for a while, you have to when you first get here, everything's just getting set up. Then once you've moved and come back, things have been fixed to some degree, and then finally, like yeah, it's done. All right, it's time to let's sit in judgment of a man who bent time.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it.
I made it look like
It is where the
Kirkwall's.
Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
A grim responsibility.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Perhaps later.
I'd rather do this another time.
At your leisure, Inquisitor. The throne will wait until you are ready.
I actually realized what I should do is actually... First up, I'm gonna go see Daga. I can't remember her name now. She'll be here.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived?
You should see for yourself.
Which, yeah, I remember her. Because we helped her. Goodness. Some tools, you realize some tools just are creepy as hell to look at, but yeah.
Hello there.
I believe voiced by Laura
Standard
Bailey.
slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Dagna.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition, and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Hereth's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Oh.
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost. Where'd you study magic?
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. Wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
The Grey Warden helped you?
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies?
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too.
Yeah.
It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
Depends on the action, I suppose. Must have learnt a lot.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters.
Ooh,
I wanted an exchange.
prestigious.
The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
What, it sounds special.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light.
It was me.
Saved us. Saved me.
Gave up your home.
You gave up so much. Left your home? Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it.
Aw.
Ready when you need me.
Alright. Some more stuff. Oh, actually, wait. Int armor. Finally! This one is the lever. I actually like it in white, but there's the cloth. That's part of the lever. Okay, go. Okay, potions, customize skyhold. Already done that. And now we can actually use the masterwork. So Cole needs some stuff. Stonestalker Blade. Ice Dragon. Breakstone. An extra Ice Dragon. Ice Dragon. I don't have a masterwork material. That's fine. Is it Cole to have something better? Right? Put anything into storage? Alright, what are you thinking?
What can I get you?
What do you think?
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense, it needed work.
And fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright. I think it's time we sit in judgment. Oh, let's wait. Do I have a perk point I could spend? If I've got a perk point, I want to spend it so I could get the maximum amount of dialogue option. So judgy. Man, those hips do not lie. I mean, what? I wasn't staring. I wasn't. You were staring. Oh, yep, I got a new perk. Nothing, no dialogue here. Dialogue there. Gotta go when we do the council thing. I think I gotta do a specific thing. I gotta go to a specific place first. Yes, I remember the goat. And it's fucking hilarious. Okay, I actually have all the... Okay. Oh, wait, here we go. Noble knowledge. There we go. Now I've got all the dialogue. Okay, I'm ready to sit in judgment. Ready to put this ass on a throne. A very Kirkwall throne. I like it though, because it's a big-ass pillar, basically. It's a big-ass pillar of a throne.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
Apostasy sticks out.
Remind me, what's the precedent for nearly ripping apart time at the seams?
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Make him tranquil. No. No, even I'm not that cruel. I want him researching magic.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
It really is. But you actually get a thing where a bunch of the mages go, what the fuck, if you do a tranquility after recruiting them, because they're like, you know this is bad. And they're just like, you knew. You're aware. What the hell? Those would not be happy, nor Dorian? No. Dory would be, actually will tell you that he's really upset with
Don't you have Alexius researching magic for you?
He approves.
Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
It could help us. You know what I would love? If he figured out how to do time travel again, and we went back and we're also able to recruit the Templars too, then literally, Corypheus has no army, no major army. Give away.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor.
Yes.
Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
I'll leave you to it.
He is happy though if you put him under her, but that makes sense because it's like they get a chance to sort of punish him for what he did to them. So many birds. Man, Skyhold is great. Skyhold is great. Oh shit. Where am I? I fell very far. Age End. Oh. They're a thing. Ooh. 20 Sims. Oh, shit.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Tradesman?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
I'm not familiar.
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers.
How fair?
A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
I mean, that's good. Wait, what happened to our bud, who we did save?
Segret survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
You're master of the group?
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
You know what? I get it.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
I'm just gonna point this out here.
We'll
I said at the beginning of tonight that
Of course.
I was gonna have to wait till tomorrow to fix up my order for my graphics card I wanted. I may not have to. And yeah, it's been cancelled. I'm gonna already cancel the mistake order I put in. I'm technically live on stream. Before we finish up tonight, I'm going to put that order in. Orders over $500, get free shipping. Yeah, because it was the one where I accidentally put the wrong payment in it. A standard delivery, 2 to 6 days, depending on where you are. Yeah, PayPal 4. PayPal. Rest is right. Standard delivery, because M-Wave is located in my state. It can only take the shorter amount of time of 2 to 4 days. Problem is, today is technically... Well, they said it'll take 2 days to get it out. It'll take 1 to 2 days to get out. So even if it gets out on Thursday, I won't see it tomorrow. Minimum. I won't see it this week. That's fine. Payment method, PayPal. Yep. Order. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got you guys here to make sure that I don't be dumb. Still, progress. An order you didn't... An order you didn't want cancel. Well, I wanted the order. The problem is I put the wrong payment in. And I sent them a message saying, look, I put the wrong payment in. It'd probably be easier if you just cancel the order. Because then I can just go in and do it myself. Okay, PayPal 4-in-1. I'm already pre-approved. 4-in-1. Can you? Paying 176 every week or every fortnight. Either way, I can plan. Every fortnight. Good. That actually works really well for me. Works exactly as address, mobile, yep. Come on. Come on. Hey now. Thank you for paying. Go check your order page. Yep. Cool. Okay, it's done. That upgrade is coming now. Just need to check. Did I have to make that first payment out of my account? Because that just changes. That does only minorly change. Fine. Yeah, that first one comes out of my account. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. So, yeah, no, I am going to get that art now. Yeah, but she's got something here that's different. No, not her. Someone does. There's an NPC who opens up shop, and
I don't need you,
it's really
sister.
weird.
You're carrying a heavy burden for one so young.
I'll carry it back to Crestwood and kill those bandits. That's what Father would have wanted.
He'd want you to live a good life.
He's dead. You didn't know him.
Yeah, okay. Money is coming out at some point. I will need to keep track of it to move the right money the right way. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's good. Because that gives me plenty of time to get it without incurring, like, a huge amount of money at once. I've mentioned before, I don't like spending huge amounts of money. I'm sure everyone can agree with that feeling of, like, I don't like seeing a huge amount of money leaving my bloody account. Stresses me the hell out.
Sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but
quite recall who took them.
Let's see. Prem!
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be
Doesn't
here,
it?
Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
How can we use you? You got a
Can you
plan?
think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Thank you very much, Creme.
We'll talk later.
He's a creme de la creme. Give me single. You asked that last time. I can't ask someone if they're single 3 times in a row. Because I asked twice. I'm in the dungeons right now. I think Alexius would have been if I had it set in judgment already.
With allies come enemies. And now we have a place to hold them.
Your Worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Prison structural evaluation. Holy shit. Imagine getting held here. Kind of a shame that Alexius doesn't appear around base, though. Okay, so I think we'll finish up tonight. Gives me enough time to take a shower and then head off to and then get some sleep. Well, take a shower and lie down so my brain can stop functioning. Again, I went from biking to relaxing. This pretty damn quick. A logging stand. Cool.
Of course. Another time.
Alright, let's save. Yeah, no, thank you for being here tonight. Always a pleasure. I can just do this. There we go. Just exile the game, click the X button. Done. So yeah. Let's finish up tonight. Thank you for being here. And Marie, it's always great to have you. It's always fun to not only play this game, but some other games with M here. Great to nerd out. I think everyone else came through, if you're still here at the end. Again, look forward to next week. When that comes in, I will install it pretty much right away. I got the 460 Ti. For me, I know for some people it's like, it's not that big of an upgrade. Like, it's this and that. It's like, for me, this is still a huge leap from what I had. I'm running the 1050 Ti. I'm still in the GTX range. This will be RTX. It will be power. It will be so much. The quality of this wait till I upgrade, you're not exactly. Same for you. Like, it doesn't matter what we upgrade to, but if we jump into anything in the RTX range, that's a huge leap. So I'm looking forward to this because that means that a lot of the pressure that is currently on my current graphics card and that the RAM is supplementing and that my CPU that needs a replacement is supplementing, it all needs it. Again, I want to upgrade because I'm running an i3 12th gen core, which is like the lowest possible core I can run. Not bad, but it means that it's part of the reason the computer can't multitask well. That will be probably... That or a power supply will be my next upgrade. And, yeah. Again, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Those are cheaper upgrades overall compared to the graphics card. The graphics card will give us a push. That will give us a huge push. Yeah. Plus, I mostly did this because I wanted to play Baldur's Gate. But Baldur's Gate looks like ass on my computer right now. I'm not even talking for streaming, just in general. In general, I want to play Baldur's Gate. Streaming's a benefit. So, considering some of the aspects of Baldur's Gate, there will be time. I want to at least play a playthrough with none of the additional censorship stuff that you can turn on for stream. Because there is some genitalia showing and some other stuff, and you do have options to turn that off for, which is lovely. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah, there'll be a playthrough I'll be like, I wonder how different it is. And I am probably going to at least do 2 playthroughs of that game. So, yeah. Yeah, wait, let me shift over. And let me... There we go. Yeah, it's... I'm excited. I'm excited for the whole... Because... I'm so excited I can't walk. Was the fact that this will take... This isn't even just like... On top of it, all of this isn't even just about the games looking better and everything. A problem we've had is that my encoder isn't strong. Depending on which mode, I don't even know what mode it's in right now, but it bottlenecks either on my core or it bottlenecks on my graphics card. Right now, I think it's bottlenecking on my core. Either I play something real that puts a lot of pressure on my CPU, thing comes to a halt. Thing really just comes to a halt. But i3 definitely needs upgrade. Exactly. So when I get the new graphics card, because I'll be able to put that much more pressure on it, because I've been pushing my 1050 to its... I've been pushing my 1050 to its limit. And because it's made for more streaming stuff, I can put it to that, and the encoder will be streams will be a lot less choppier. Like, for games, like, when we play, Marvel's Midnight Suns, I'd love to get back to, but because it's so much pressure, it's so choppy, and we're playing at the lowest graphic quality, that will change. I'm not saying we're gonna go all the way to high-end, but it will be that much better. And yes, it needs an upgrade, but, again, it's all down the line. Right now, we've hit the bigger one, which is my graphics card, which was... It was reaching the tail end of it. I knew it. You know it. We all do. It was reaching the end. It is reaching the end of its lifespan. I've had it for a good few years. Technically, I've had it... It's the oldest piece of equipment that's been in my computer, even at the time I built my computer. That says a lot. I bought my graphics card. My graphics card was the... This thing was the first piece of computer hardware I personally... And look where it is now. It's finally getting a break. And that's great. Yeah. So that's that. Then I'm going to double check that everything is good. I'm gonna do it on stream, because if I do it off stream, my brain will glaze over. Fade. Cool. So immediately by tomorrow morning or the day after, or either on Thursday, somewhere in Thursday or Friday, that order will go through. It will leave the warehouse. Please, Thursday, it could at least be on the move towards me Friday, and it will appear Monday. If it goes out Friday, I may not see it till we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Again, I'm not gonna get fixated on this. I'm gonna try not to get fixated on this. Because I'm already so fixated on Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. I can finish up. I can finish up. Thank you, everyone. Good night. And I will catch you... I'll catch you Friday, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. I may work on some stuff. I've been unusually active. We'll see. Good night. Take care. Love you guys. Hey, good night to you too, I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. So, if anyone needs me, I will not be answering the Discord. I will not be answering Discord until the morning. Yeah. Good night. Real excited. Tonight was really good. Bye.